This video is actually a series of videos that we're doing on the mobile entertainment industry.
What's a series?
What's a series? Would somebody explain to this man what a series is? Yes, a series, you know, more than one. What are you, locked in a cave?
Oh, I get it now.
Thank goodness, because I was getting worried there for a second. As part of the series, we've also reviewed the PCDJ DAC3 software. Here's a great screenshot of that software utility for the mobile DJ. And I've got to tell you, it's a great solution for the mobile entertainer of today. And if you happen to have missed that video, have no fear. That video can be watched 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year on demand. And for that matter, all of the vignettes from Interface can be watched on demand by browsing to live.scottydonline.com and clicking on the Interface YouTube link within the menu bar. You know, the PCDJ software is great, but trying to manipulate that software all the time with just a computer mouse can get a little old and frustrating really fast. So, you know, whether you're DJing by yourself or for just a few friends or a large crowd, you always want to have the right tool in your arsenal so that you could do the right job at the right time and be the top dog. This is not the hubcap from your neighbor's car, a jellyfish from the bottom of the deep blue sea, a burnt hamburger bun, or an alien ship. This is the PCDJ DAC3 digital audio controller. The PCDJ DAC3 digital audio controller is a USB MIDI interface that allows you to manipulate your PCDJ DAC3 software. Now, this solution is really designed to be rack mounted. As you can see just above and below the PCDJ logo off to the left hand side, there are 2 screw holes, and on the adjacent side there are 2 additional screw holes. This is meant to be mounted into a standard 19-inch rack mount solution. So if you have a road-ready case, most of those follow the standard 19-inch width for rack-mounted solutions such as this. If you don't want to rack mount it, it does come built into it with 4 rubber foot mounts on the bottom of the PCDJ DAC3 if you want to place this directly onto a table, a desk, or something like that. Additionally, there is no external power supply. Again, this is a USB MIDI interface. It receives all of its power from the USB cable itself. So we have a lot to talk about today about the PCDJ DAC3 controller. So let's dive right in and show you some of the feature sets of this controller. The first thing I want to show you is that 19-inch rack mount road-ready case, the 4 screws, and the 19-inch mount points that it supports. Secondly, the PCDJ DAC3 controller is divided into a left and the right side. The left side's here, the right side is over here. They are exactly the same on both sides. So for the purpose of this demonstration review, we're going to focus the majority of our time on the left side of the screen. All right, let's jump right into the left side of the DAC3 controller, and let's talk about some of the buttons that I find the most useful when it's integrated with the PCDJ DAC3 software. From top to bottom, left to right, the first thing you're going to want to do is load a song. Now, to do that, in our previous video, we talked about with the PCDJ DAC3 software, you can use a mouse and browse to that song, drag and drop it into the respective player, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to focus strictly on the DAC3 controller. So you're going to want to browse to that file. Now, of course, if you're searching for a song, you're always going to want to take your mouse, move it over to the search field, just like this, and type a name of an artist, first and last name, or just the first name, or the title of the song, or a variation thereof using wildcards, and it will search for that song for you. But if you know where that song is, all you need to do is browse to it. To do that using the DAC3 controller, you've got the record case buttons right here. Down arrow and up arrow in our folder. Now, to browse our list of songs that are within here right now, using our DAC3 controller, the first thing we want to do is make sure our highlight is within there. And using our arrows, we can go up and down the list of songs within this folder. Now, if you're not in the right folder, it's as simple as holding down the folder button that you see right here and using your finger to browse your folder structure. Once you get into that folder that you want, go ahead and release it and the songs show up. Now, if you are already in your list of songs and you want to browse through a large list, of course you wouldn't want to use the button all the time. That would get a little old, so you want to do it quite fast. Now, to do it fast, all you have to do is hold down your shift button and using your jog wheel. Now, this is a free spinning jog wheel that has multiple functions within the DAC3 software. Right now, it's doing nothing. When I hold down the shift and I scroll the jog wheel either clockwise or counterclockwise, you see it goes up and down the list. That's why I usually like to search for songs. Once you find that song you want to load, go ahead and press the load button. When you press the load button, you'll see the song show up in your left player. If you're doing this for the right player, you would load it up from the respective same functions over here on the right side. All right, now we're ready to start the song that we've loaded in our left player. And I want you to pay attention right here to the LCD screen at the top of the left side. Now, this is a multi-functioned LCD screen that shows a variation of information. Now, on our right player, we don't have a song loaded up, so it's actually showing the system clock of the PC that it's plugged into. The left player has a song loaded up, because we just did that. And the clock is no longer there, but it's showing some numbers. Now, these numbers are the remaining time that is available of that MP3 that we loaded into our left player. If you don't like to use the countdown, meaning the remaining time left on the MP3, and you'd like to count up how much you've actually played so far, all you have to do is press this time display button right to the right of the load button, and it changes from a remaining to a time that is actually ran so far. Now, the cue point of this song is 0.02 seconds. Now, to start a song, it's as simple as pressing the play button right here at the bottom of the left player. Now, once the song starts playing, the art of the DJ really comes out. You're going to want to set cue points. You're going to want to scratch. You're going to want to mix. You're going to want to put effects into the song. And that can be done in a variation of different ways. As we come back down to the controller, if I want to do some scratching, now all I have to do is press the wait list and the cue point button, and it changes the multi-function free spinning jog wheel into a scratch wheel, just like this. And now you have the full functionality of a turntable on your DAC3. So to turn this function off of the jog wheel and turn it back to a free spinning jog wheel to do a pitch bend of the music, all we have to do is press our wait list and our cue button again. And now the scratch is disabled. And now it's more of a pitch bend of that song. All right, so now you're ready to create some loops. Some perpetual backbeats that can support a song that's playing on the right side, giving you that club feel. When you go to a club and there's that beat that's always behind the songs as you're going, you can create that with a loop, meaning an in and an out segment portion of the song. Right here is where you would set that up. As I'm listening to my song, I find a backbeat right here. And that is a loop. So it's created an in and out point right here within the song that will perpetually run until I turn this loop off. And to turn the loop off, it's as simple as pressing the reloop button right here to release the loop. Now, as the song plays, at any point in time I want to go back to that loop, all I have to do is press the reloop button and it'll go back to that portion of the song that I've set that loop at. And to turn it off, press the reloop button. Now this button right here turns your default effects on and off, and if you wanted to stop this song as if it were a turntable, you grab that platter and you pulled it back and you stop the platter. It's as simple as holding the shift and pressing the R button. And it spins back that song and stops it. And to start that song once again, go ahead and press play. And if you're looking for that subliminal message to play that song backwards, it's as simple as pressing the R button. The song will play completely in reverse, and you'll hear that subliminal message that Interface is the best show on earth, and you need to watch it every single week. And to start that song back forward, it's as simple as that. So there you have it, the PCDJ DAC3 controller. It's a little bit older of a controller, but I really enjoy it, and you can find it online at auction sites like eBay, and ranging anywhere from around $75 all the way up to $300. So hope you enjoy it. See you next time, Web World.